All right, so I've talked about this a million times already, but I'm going to talk about it again. Our winter, since that's the season that we are in. I feel like it's important to do evaluations in your winter because while things are dying out, um, and you are waiting for the spring and the blossoming of the new, you have to know what needs to die out. So, this can be old patterns, old relationships, old friendships, and it's not personal, it's vibrational, it's alignment. I could call you sis today and not be in your life tomorrow. And it's not because I won't love you from a distance, it's because God told me that it's over between you and I, and that our paths are changing and we won't talk forever. And that's okay, and that's beautiful because that means better is going to come for both of us in our lives. And a more aligned friendship, a more aligned relationship, a more aligned job, a more aligned mindset. But it's you, the director of your ship, the captain, whatever you want to call yourself, that has to sit with yourself and look at things in a particular manner. Are my boundaries high? Do people think that I owe them something? How do I need to redirect that? Do people tug on my energy? Do people, like whatever it is? One thing I've noticed for me is that because of my gifts and because of how loving I am, people forget that I'm human and they try to put me on a pedestal. And don't do that because you're going to disappoint yourself because I didn't ask to be on it and I don't want it. And I'll make sure you know that. So being clear and being direct in our winter and in a space of solitude, in a space of hibernation, like think about the animals that go into a state of hibernation in the winter because it's time for rest, because then the spring comes and it's time for restoration and the new. I went to cemetery yesterday and I was talking to my older daughter about two people that had transitioned, and they were great people. Great people. And what I said to her as I was looking at, their body lays, right? I was saying to her, though, they were such great people. And then I was thinking to myself that they died before the wicked people they have in their family. That those people will outlive cockroaches. Um, and then I thought, why did everyone talk about how great they were and mishandle them in their hardship? And they were great people, but they were broken people because their hearts were beautiful. And I've never been like an overtaker. I've been an overgiver and I'm done with that, and that feels so great and freeing. But I've never been an overtaker. And then I started remembering why everyone wanted to be around them. And when they were in their hardship, how so many people turned away from them, how they didn't know how to say no. And now they're not here. Neither one of them really lived up to their potential, and they lived for others. I remember going to my grandmother's services, my maternal grandmother's services, my nanny, and thinking about like how much I adored her, but how I don't want to be anything like the matriarch. I don't want to be the carrier. I don't want to be, the overextender. And looking at all the people I've had in my life that have transitioned, or that, our paths have gone in different directions, and just realizing how much our programming runs us. So in this winter, evaluate your programming, evaluate the relationships. Okay, you laugh a little bit with them. Okay, you this, that. Doesn't mean you have to cut everyone off, but really, like, people gotta go. We're changing directions. And I can tell you right now, when I transition this world, people are going to know I lived for me. That I cared, but I stopped carrying. And I hope you can say the same, because you deserve better.